Hello, everyone. Charles Coleman here, presenting to you my piece, Still Searching for String Quintet, written for two violins, viola, cello, and double bass. This piece was composed for the concert The Jazz Influence with Strings, produced by Composers Concordance here in New York, played by the CompCord Ensemble. The piece was inspired by a melody written by Metheny, and the melody goes, do-do-do-do-do. The only thing is that I have no idea what song this melody comes from. I can only tell you that I heard this many years ago in my college days at Manhattan School of Music, played by the MSM Big Band. I remember there was a big band involved. There was also a vocalist, not working as a solo in the forefront, but rather as part of the ensemble, as if she were an instrument. And I remember reading in the program that was by Metheny. I never even heard Metheny's music before, and it was just this glorious piece that started out very quietly and eventually got bigger and bigger until it had this beautiful explosion at the end, and it was in B flat minor, and that melody, do-do-do-do-do, was one of the most prominent things that came out of it. And I lost the program to that concert, and jump ahead to 30 plus years later, I was asked to be involved in this concert by Composers Concordance, The Jazz Influence with Strings, and I thought it'd be kind of cute to utilize this melody written by Metheny, for which, again, I do not know what song it comes from, and I took this melody and put it in my piece, Still Searching. And it was a fun little project. I think I wrote it in 3 days, I guess, and this concert happened, and I want to show you this. By the way, one little footnote I should mention is that 3 days before this performance, our original bass player had to bail because he had a family emergency, but fortunately we were able to get this guy, Cetta, a phenomenal bass player, to take over, and he had a tough job. He had to do my piece and about 10 others, and he did it like a champ. He's a wonderful player, really got into it, even improvises some spots, because there's this basically walking groove in my piece, and he was able to add a bunch of other elements, and he did a great job given the fact that he got all the music 2-3 days before the performance. So kudos to Cetta. So here it is, Still Searching for String Quintet by yours truly.